Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of relationships here, or relationships that have ended nastily. A lot of people wrote on Reddit about how they caught their ex cheating, and we're going to find out because we love drama. Let's go. She literally texted me the whole story about how she fell for the new guy at work and had sex at his place after a work happy hour. She thought she was texting her best friend. Not the best way to find out. How do you make the mistake of accidentally texting your boyfriend when you're trying to text your best friend? Also, one could argue that your boyfriend should be your best friend, and that's where this whole thing went wrong to begin with. And then it obviously progressed when you had sex with some guy at work after a work happy hour. Classic. Actually, you know what? This is probably the best way to find out because you got all the details. You definitely got more details than you probably needed because, you know, talking about, yeah, I fell in love with this guy. He railed me like a rhino or whatever is not what you want to read. You know, you could just be like, all right, just tell me you're cheating on me. I don't need to know that. Like, you know, I don't need you to compare him to a fucking exotic animal and shit. You know what I mean? Literally walked in on her with another guy's hog in her mouth. Oh, God. So bad, dude. Worst part is she started immediately crying and saying, I'm sorry, but still had the penis in her mouth. Fuck that. I don't believe that at all. Like, give me a break, bro. Crying and saying, I'm sorry, but still having the penis in your mouth feels like, that doesn't feel like you're sorry, too. Like, you easily could pull back out of that and just say it like a regular person. You don't need to keep going. That might be like the worst part about this entire thing. If you're going to apologize, at least don't have a penis in your mouth. That should be like the baseline of a sorry, you know? Like, just don't have the dick still in your mouth. Wait until afterwards, I guess. My boyfriend is covered in tattoos, like full body tats all over. A bunch of random things. Words, pictures, whatever. One day I noticed a small tattoo I had never seen before in his upper thigh. It was small and I could barely read it, but I could just sense it was something new that I hadn't seen before. I asked him if I can get a closer look, and he was being dismissive and started walking away, saying, it's an old tattoo, don't worry about it. I finally made him show me, and it was the name Melissa with a heart around it. Finally got him to admit that he's been having an affair with a girl named Melissa for the past 9 months, and he got her name tatted because she wanted him to. That's how dumb he is. You know, this is probably weird to say, and I'm not saying that you should be good at it, but you're really bad at cheating if this is, like, you're getting a tattoo of another woman's name on your leg. Are you insane? Also, how small is this tattoo that you can't see that it says Melissa with a heart around it? Like, who the fuck did this tattoo? An ant? If my partner had a fucking tattoo on their leg with someone's name in it with a heart around it, I would fucking see that shit from across the apartment. You couldn't see it? Like, hey, you mind if I get a closer look? Would you pull out a microscope? This relationship's over. Found out while my dad was dying in the hospital. Apparently, she told all of our friends that she had met someone else and was just waiting for my dad to die so she could finally break up with me. Her friends felt so bad that they told me, yeah, I want to break up with him, but his fucking dad is hanging on by a string and I just need him to go so then I can pile on to the hurt. This woman is fucking evil, man. I think if you want to get out of a relationship, cool, you know, do your thing. It is unfortunate that if that lines up with like a death in the family or someone's really sick on their deathbed dying and it's a very hard time, but you're still feeling like, I need to get the fuck out of this relationship. I sympathize with that. Telling your friends though, like, I'm just waiting for his fucking dad to finally die is fucked up, dude. So much so that your friends went behind your back. We're like, we gotta let this kid know because this is evil shit going on. He's broken up about his dad. His dad's halfway in the ground already, and now this girl's halfway in somebody else. Like, what are we doing here? I'm one of those girls who ended up dating the closeted gay dude who wasn't ready to come out of the closet yet. I call it the last puss. I did have a girl when I was in 8th grade. I was in 8th grade, and we dated for like a couple months and stuff. And then I ran into her like a year and a half later, and she was dating girls. And I was like, damn, what did I do? She's married with kids now, so it flipped back. So I think it really was me. Anyway, while we were dating, he made a new friend named Dan, and they immediately became very close and hang out all the time. Classic Dan. It's a gay name. You know it. To the point I was getting jealous because it was cutting into our time, and when we had plans just us, he would always invite Dan. He even started referring to him as a sexy Dan. I'll tell you this right now. I don't think any straight dude is like, yeah, this is my boy Sexy Dan with the big fat hog and the jingling balls. You know, like, we don't have nicknames for each other like that. He even started referring to him as Sexy Dan, which I didn't find weird at the time. He said, it's because all the girls are always falling for Dan. He's the girls. Fast forward a couple of months, I was hanging out with my boyfriend and Dan at my boyfriend's house. I had a late work shift, so I ended up leaving while they stayed. Quickly realized I forgot my purse, so I ran back inside. The back door was always unlocked. You goddamn right it was! Walked in and saw Dan dry humping my boyfriend and spitting in his mouth. Oh my God, dude. That's crazy. My boyfriend never looked happier. Oh shit, I forgot my purse. And he's just getting ridden and spit inside. That's a sight to see, for sure. I mean, yo, shout out to your boyfriend and Dan. I mean, I'm sure they're very happy. It says, anyway, at least he's out of the closet now, but it's still cheating. Yeah, it is. It is, for sure. Difficult time in this guy's life. Not in Dan's life. Dan seems to be a sexy Dan was having the time of his life, it sounds like. That's just what it is. God, those little freaks out there spitting in each other's mouths. Sexy Dan. Mouthful of spit. Dry humping my boyfriend. Before we continue with the rest of this video, we do have a sponsor, and that is Bonobos. Okay, Bonobos is what I'm wearing right now. You're probably wondering, why is this kid dressed like he's on the beach in Miami? And he's actually not. He's in rainy New York, and it's actually a little breezy and cold today, so I'm miserable. But it's because I was able to be part of their summer linen collection photo shoot. Yes, I'm a fully fledged model now, so that's why I'm wearing this, and I'm wearing white pants. That's rare. Don't really wear those too often, but I'm wearing them now because they're breathable, okay? The linen collection is amazing. They have great clothes over there on bonobos.com, bonobos.com. Maybe you'll see some photos of me there, okay? My first ever modeling shoot. Frank's up there too. It's beautiful. So they also have a deal on their chinos. So if anyone's looking for a nice pair of pants, you can go on their website. If you get 2, you will get a sale, 20% off. And if you buy 3 or more, you will get 25% off. With those, okay? So go to bonobos.com, shop that nice summer linen collection, get yourself some beautiful clothing, go look at pictures of me in tight pants. But yeah, go to bonobos.com and shop that linen collection. You'll thank me later. All right, before we move forward with this video, we do have a sponsor, and that is SeatGeek. SeatGeek is where you're going to get all of your tickets for any event that you're going to. You're going to a concert, you're going to a Broadway play, you're going to a sporting event, whatever the case is, they got it on SeatGeek, okay? And I love their interface. They're going to show you whether you get a good price for a ticket or a bad price for a ticket. And the good prices are dark green. The bad prices are dark red, and there's colors in between that, so they let you know, like, okay, this is kind of good or whatever. Summer's coming up, or it's already here. I don't know when summer actually starts. It doesn't matter, but you can start getting out there. Go to a baseball game, get a $400 hot dog, have a nice afternoon, stuff like that. But you can save some money on tickets so you can buy another hot dog, okay? You can use the code JOE2025, and you'll get 10% off of any tickets on SeatGeek, okay? So if you're going to buy tickets, you might as well save that 10%. Use that code JOE2025. Go download the SeatGeek app and enjoy something nice. This literally sounds like something from a Vince Vaughn movie, but it's true. I was at this house eating dinner, and his grandma with dementia blurted out, "Hey, Jake, the girl from last night was uglier than this one." Bro, what is going on? If you're this guy, you're bringing a girl you're cheating on in front of your demented grandmother? They can't hold on to secrets? Give me a break. We all laughed it off because she had said crazy things before, but I couldn't shake the feeling. Next time I was at his house, I found myself alone with his grandma for a minute and asked her if Jake brought different girls around the house, and she said yes. She sees him sneak them in and bring them downstairs. She said it with full clarity. Those demented clouds parted, and she had the truth waiting for her right there like a ray of sunshine. When he got back, I told him what she said, and he broke down crying and told me he thinks he's a sex addict. Classic, classic, classic. Why is that the excuse guys always go with when they get caught? It's honestly fucked up that you thought this was like the perfect cover-up, because you're like, oh, I could just bring him. And, like, my grandma, you know, half the time she's in fucking La La Land. So she'd be like, oh, what's with all those girls here last night? Be like, my grandma, what an idiot, right? Not me. I love you. Also, dude, not for nothing. My grandma had dementia. Very delicate time in those people's lives. For you to be throwing wrenches into the situation is so fucked up. Like, to be like, oh, now, you know, like, introducing all these new people and, you know, making them think that they're like, nope, you're wrong. You're crazy, grandma. Remember dementia? Like, it's so fucked up to do that. My girlfriend called me in a panic saying she had to go to the emergency room because she thought she broke her arm. She told me not to worry. She was with her parents and they were taking her and that she would keep me updated. I went to the supermarket a few hours later and ran into her mom. I said, oh my God, is Lisa okay? She hasn't updated me about her arm. Her mom had no idea what I was talking about. That's when I knew she was getting porked out by another dude. Porked out? He was in a supermarket. Maybe that's why he's like, he porked her down. The fuck? If you're going to use this as an excuse of being like, I'm going to the emergency room, I think I broke my arm, and you're going to go get nailed by another guy, you have to show back up with a broken arm or your arm in a cast. Like, what is the plan there? You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? Like, now you're faking a broken arm in a sling or something for months. What are we thinking here? Classic. Found a pair of fake eyelashes in our bed and strands of long hair. Hope she had fun with his whack-ass skinny cock. Hope you had fun with that pencil, dick. He's your problem now, bitch. Honestly, we were sitting on the couch one day and I jokingly said, "Would you ever cheat on me?" And he nonchalantly told me he has. What? It was so calm and straightforward that I almost couldn't be mad at him. I asked if he was lying, and he showed me the text exchanges with girls. Who is this guy? Who is this psychopath that's so just like, beat you to it, 10 steps ahead of you, already did it? Can you imagine that? Like, wait, are you joking? He's like, no, for real. Look, I'm doing it right now. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, is this dude injected with a CIA truth serum or something? Like, is there other questions? I would have asked him crazy shit. Yeah, that's a crazy one. Pulled his boxers off one day, and his peen was leaking and had bumps. Legit caught an STD from cheating and thought I wouldn't notice his oozing red bumps. Men are legit idiots. The proof is in the pudding. That's disgusting. The proof is in the oozing red bumps. I think that's the saying that everyone says. Also, like, dude, you know, if your dick is oozing red bumps, like, maybe don't, like, try to, like, be like, oh, wait, hold on. Or just, like, you know, you got to start confessing. Like, let's be honest here. She's like, whoa, what's going on with your penis? He's like, well, I cheated on you. I got an STD. That's what the last guy would do. He'd just be like, yeah, what do you mean? I got an STD. I've been fucking around and not being safe at all. Now I have an STD. What the hell is the complaint? Funny enough, we caught each other cheating. We were both on dates with the people we were cheating with and ended up at the same ice skating rink a few towns over. Ha ha ha. The fuck? Around Christmas time you're doing this? You guys are going on dates? It's like, oh, I can't hang out. I'm going to my fantasy draft. And she's like, yeah, me too. Gotta go shopping. And then you guys end up at the skating rink? Awkward. We legit just skated and pretended we didn't know each other and then talked about it the next day. We're still together too. What? You're still together? I mean, these people are meant to be then, I guess. Clearly you're on the same wavelength. You know, like, I think it's time to go on an ice skating date, you know, and cheat like that. And then you get there and you're like, we don't want to mess up our cheating dates. So let's just pretend like we don't know each other. And then you get home and you're like, that was crazy. I love you. I don't know what's going on here, but that's an interesting one to say the least. God bless you both. Oh, well, there you have it, folks. Those are some interesting ways people have been caught cheating on Reddit. Some of them I don't even know how I would react to something like that. But that's what we have, folks. And we appreciate the people putting their trauma out on the internet because, as always, we wouldn't have a video without them. So thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe.